in Olympic history is more about the race he didn't run than the one he'd win. In Chariots of Fire, Liddel stands firm when pressed to change his decision not to run the 100 meters because the heats are scheduled on a Sunday. The sacrifice wasn't insignificant. The 100 meters was Liddel's best race. As such, Liddel's gold in the 400, where he was hardly favored, almost seems like an act of providence.
What was so phenomenal about that 400 meters was that Eric Liddel ran it as a sprint. I mean, people couldn't believe it. They were sitting in the stadium saying, he's going to burn up. He's peaked too early. What's he playing at? And then at the point where they thought, right, now he's got to slow down, you know, this amazing windmill action of his arms started up and he just belted forward and he won it comfortably. 47.6 seconds, it was a world record. They had never seen a race like it, ever.
Returning to Scotland, Liddel immediately switched his focus to China. During the 1930s in China, Liddel's missionary work extended beyond preaching and teaching. He was literally saving lives as the country was ravaged by a civil war and then foreign occupation by the Japanese. With the situation worsening, Liddel sent his wife, with 2 daughters and pregnant with a 3rd, back to her home in Canada. On December 8, 1941, the day after the bombing of Pearl Harbor, the Japanese ordered Liddel and nearly 2,000 foreigners from Allied countries to an internment camp in Weifang. Mary Previty, daughter of missionaries, was 11 at the time.
I will never forget that day. Long, snaking line of children and missionaries carrying whatever they could, and up at the head of the line, our headmaster started singing a song from Psalm 46. We sang the Psalms into prison camp.
Stephen Metcalf was a teenager when he was confined at Weifang. He recalls Liddel as a camp leader, science teacher, recreational counselor, and spiritual guide.
I was in a Bible class and he pinpointed the verse, love your enemies, do good to them that hate you, you see. He said, I've been getting up early in the morning and praying for the Japanese.
In February 1945, Liddel's health deteriorated suddenly, and he died from a brain tumor. 6 months later, the camp was liberated by American paratroopers,
and the prisoners just pushed out of the gates. Eric Liddel was one of the heroes of our camp, and that's one of the sorrows that I have thought if only Uncle Eric could have seen that day.